through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted.
Good day. Welcome to African Youth Invention, the AYI Training Center. I'm Emery Lukombo. I will be discussing about Microsoft Word 2019 on video 4 with class 4. So on this video, we will be finalize the video 4B or class 4B. So please watch the remaining part to which will complete the design of our CV so that you can send a good CV.
Each of learner will learn how to create a professional CV. As you can see, at the end of the video, you will have a CV design like this from scratch. So we're gonna talk about this CV step by step. How do you build this and to have a professional CV so that you can gain a knowledge. Only what is a CV? A CV, it is a curriculum vitae that allowed you to apply for a job. So in a CV, you're gonna discuss about everything that you did in your life or in your career after you've been work, and then apply for a job. So this is how the CV work, because you need to create a professional CV so that you can make easy for you to get a job. So I'm gonna discuss about this CV from A to Z at the end of the video.
So I have the image, then I'll minimize it to the size and move the image, wrap it so that you can move easily. I'll put it here, as if you look at here. So now I've got my image. I can wrap it again to make it low. Now this I put my image, and then if we're gonna go to have a look, if you look at the design, I'm gonna go to view, switch, and we have this template, this form. So we're gonna use a shape. I'm gonna go to insert, and then by insert we will use this 6 hexadecimal, and then I will drag it like this, put it on top of my image. So I will need 2 of these. I will first do the first one, and then come here and then make a line a little bit thicker, and then choose the colorful line as white. Then we go to file, and then we say no fill a file. Now we have the outer line. Then we just now copy the same shape. Click here, copy, and paste it. Now the second word, and then we're gonna go click on that, right click, and go to format shape. And then we're gonna go, mostly when you come here, it's not big, go to line, open the line, and then increase the width of your line, and then go to coloring, go to format. You can still do it on format, and then go to line color and choose the same color with the background. So bring this one here. It's on top, and then let's send backward. Now it's on backward, but we don't want it to be. We'll select the image, go to format, and then it says send backward the image. Now it's on top. Now he's gonna hide the entire image. So pack this properly where it's gonna be, and then it's gonna hide the image. Make him a little bit bigger. Then I'm gonna come to this one and then put the white one on top. Now we're done with the image. If you go to view and then look at our CV, we have the image side, and we're gonna put the name, and then we're gonna go to, and then the title. I'm gonna go to view, and then I'm gonna use a text box to so you go to insert and you click a text box, wrap it on top, move it away. Now on the text box, I'm gonna write my name, Emery Lukombo, and then below I'll write say manager or lecturer or whatever. So I'm gonna put maybe video manager, maybe video designer. So you can put your titles who you are, editor, whatever you're gonna put, it's up to you. So I'm gonna go to here and then centralize them, and then I'll bring this one here, minimize my text box, make this a little bit bigger. I'll choose any what that please you, any font that please you, and I remove the outer line, remove this the before after, and put one so it can be closer. And I'll highlight Emery, my full name, make it a little more bigger, put it bold, and then this one a little bit bigger, and then leave it like this. So depend how you're gonna do it. Then what next? I'm gonna go to format and click here by the shape, and then turn this to this type of a shape. I'll just change the color this to white color. Now go to home and put it white color. Now we have done that. Then we go on look at again on our design. We switch to, so what follow here, I'm gonna put a line here and put a symbol here, put a profile. So I'm gonna go back to, now we go to the second block, so I can move this one if I see, because on the first block, what do we need is just to have this one. So I'm gonna go a line. I'm gonna go to insert and take a line. We choose bigger, which is we're gonna go change the color of the line. We'll put it to blue or white. And you write profile. You can also do your own design if you're not happy for white here. So I'm just gonna copy this white and then copy paste it, and I minimize it. I have that symbol. So mostly we will consider this line. I'm gonna move my line a little bit backward. So what you're gonna do now here, from now here, I wanna consider this line as our reference. I'll put this thing on top of this line as our reference line. Go to view. I can open all the windows so I can see what I'm doing. So this is my design. I'll drag it so I can see, so I don't need to go straight every time. So from here, I will put this thing a little bit like this. Then I'm gonna go to here. So if I'm here, I'll drag a little bit. Then I'm here. Now I can see I'm busy with this place, so I don't need to go straight every time. This is a profile. I'm gonna copy this text box, copy and paste it, and then I'm gonna write profile and bring this profile here. I'll make it smaller. We'll drag this thing back. So that's a profile. And then I'm gonna go look any symbol, insert an icon. I say profile, and you're gonna find a profile symbol here. Okay, no profile symbol, but it look like a book. Profile actually is like a note. I just look for any like page. If you don't find it here, I can go look for image online. I'm gonna go online picture, and then just go and then look for a profile. I'm gonna type profile symbol, but you need to make sure your internet is connected. I don't give me a lot of symbols here. I can choose any one I want here. So I will choose this one as I am a man. So I'll minimize to the size. So what I'll do now here, I'll bring it. I'm gonna wrap it on top and bring it here. And then, okay, if I want to show that design to see that diagonal, I can just minimize it like this. Now we have a profile done. Then I will tap my profile, just copy this text box, copy and then paste it. Then tap and expand. I can just expand a designer in video. Your profile, you're giving a clue of who you are and what you can offer if the company hire you. So in my case, I can say I'm expert designer in video editing and video course developer. I'm also going to say a hard worker, to give a summary and also speak about experience, about your way of living with people, everything about who you are. But it mustn't be more than 10 lines, but it must be short but more details. Now, after the profile, we go to contact details. And we just now copy this, copy and then paste on the contact. So I'll copy this and then paste. The reason why of copying the same stuff, so you don't need to resize them so they look nice because they're gonna keep the same size. All you need to do is just to pack them properly, but the size will remain the same. So if I put here, now I'm just gonna copy these two, paste, and then right inside here, contact. Now for contact, I'll go to insert and go to icons and look for a contact symbol. I'll use a symbol, insert it. I'm just gonna minimize this. Now in order for you to move it easily, you need to wrap it. Top, we go to contact. If I want it to look like this one, what I can do, I can go insert a shape, a round shape, and make this shape white color. And remove the outer line, and then move this shape here. And I'm gonna send it back way. Now I can minimize my telephone. Set telephone number and put 021 155. Then I'll move it like this at the telephone, and then I'm gonna go for the little bit bigger. I'm gonna go for the second line, click here, enter, as you are in the table, and put to the 07882. Now that is also a set of AYI numbers. So I'm gonna go to plus 27 to make your CV intentionally, because sometimes maybe apply the work over country, so you have to put the code. Now I'm gonna go for the third line. Now I'm just gonna make a little bit gap here so it can look nice. Now whenever you work, it must also look on the bottom. If you see here, my bottom went too wide because two gaps, so I can just highlight this and then minimize the gap. Put one, which is still the same thing, or I can just here and minimize this gap here. Click between the lines and minimize the size. Minimize the size. There it is, and then drag this. If it's complicated, enter because a table. Now, what you do, when I put these symbols here, so what I did now, I just use this. I'm gonna copy this, copy, paste, and a little bit smaller than the mine profile, which is, I can still move it here to make it more neater. And then we're gonna go to format, and then we're gonna fill it to color white, and then we're gonna minimize like this, and we're gonna copy and then paste the same thing on there, paste on the website. So all you need to do from here is to go insert these symbols. Like I will set one, and then you can do the rest. I will jump out of one video. Copy this. I just not copy this. One, it says this may be a cell, and then you can look for cell symbol. So you just go online. If you don't, you can go to icon, or you can go to online, and then just tap like the name, like cell symbol. And look for a nice cell symbol. I can use this. If it's a WhatsApp, you can also put to WhatsApp. And you don't need to worry for this mess whenever there's a mess, or just control. The best thing will be I will crop it. Click here and go to crop, so it can be small. Remove the necessary area. And minimize. Now wrap it on top. And move it on top here, and then we have a cell. You do the same thing with website. Go online, set the symbol of website as well. Go online and set the symbol of email. Now we go for the third group. Our third group is a personal scale. So I'm gonna go here. We need this, so I'm gonna copy this line, copy, paste it. I'm also gonna paste for the last one too. So the last one will be somewhere here, and this will be here. I prefer to make a little bit gap. Paste, and then I'll write connect. That's going to be the last one. Then we need the mine symbol. Skill. So you can look for a skill symbol. So I always like to go online. If you go online, it says skill symbol. It may be more easy for you because skill symbol. Then when you go to icon, because icon you must choose your own way, but online you're gonna get something. I can use this symbol for this symbol, and I'll minimize this. You can insert a shape, a round shape to put below there, and we put it white. and we send them backward. Now we have a personal skill, and when you look at the way they're written here, they just put dot. So there's a dot there, so we put dot. But now they don't use dot, they use a paragraph mark. So you have to come here and then choose this. This is what they use. And then you tap innovation. But now you must put what you good on it. If I'm good innovating, I'm gonna put yes, I'm good innovate. Now go for the second line. Creative, yes, I can creative. Good teamwork, yes, I'm good in teamwork. I'm good in hobby. I'm hobby, so you can add more if you want to add more, like creative, teamwork, everything. Um, Now they use this symbol. So what you do, you're gonna go to insert and then use this, draw this to rate how good the person, how good you are innovate. So I'm gonna go to format and put it white. Now this is how tricky is gonna be here. They put, well, if you look at here, I can do like this, copy this, and then paste it. So what I'll do, I'm gonna go to format. The one I put on top, I'll put no file, and we have a form. But the problem now is a line now. So to avoid that line, minimize this to have the same. You put here. Sometimes to view properly, you must zoom here, so that you can work nicely to get accurate. And this is show like there's a gap there, so I'll prefer to delete this. So I can put like this. Then how am I going to fix this place? I'm going to go add another one. I'm going to go insert another shape, and I'll use a square one. And I will change it the color white. And I'll remove the shape, no line. And I'll fill inside here. Make sure it get aligned. Sometimes you can just drag it back until so that it mustn't confuse, show one image. Now what you do from here, merge this. Click first the bottom, top, and the third. Press Control and then click all of them. Right click and then group them, and then they become one item. You can move it. Now I'm gonna minimize. So at least we have done. I'm just gonna zoom back. So I'm gonna copy this, copy, and then paste. And then we have the second one. And you rate yourself. If creative is good, like I'm good in creative, or maybe not. So you go inside here and minimize the, increase the other one. I'm gonna copy this, paste, teamwork. They sound like, if you look at here, the gap are not good. So I can still bring this line backward. so that this can be aligned. So I click twice and go minimize the white area. So far we have done the personality. If I want to more down, I can draw down like this. Now we're gonna go for the last part, which connect. If you look here, I can put it down like this so that this line can move. Now you do the same thing on the connect, you just have say like Twitter, Instagram. So you put all your information, like I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna click here, I'm gonna paste. So now you put the symbol for connect. So I can just say insert online social media symbol. I can say Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Copy this one here and paste it. Like my Facebook, it's gonna be Emery Lukombo, and I'm gonna put a Facebook symbol. I'm gonna go to insert online and then tap Facebook symbol. I choose this one. Now you go to Facebook, Emery Lukombo, and then you're gonna get a Twitter. You put a Twitter here, and then Instagram, Lincoln, whatever you have, you add here. Now that's done for the first group. If I minimize here, you're done on the first group. Now we go to the second group. On the second group, if I maximize my document, it will go to 1, 2, 3, 4 part. And I'm gonna remove one line, go to click a table, and go to layout and remove one of these. Then I'm also going to remove all of them so that I don't mess up on the other side. I'm going to draw my own line. I will say I need this one here. Then I'm going to say I also need another one here. We're going to go and then see what the first line is talking about work experience. So we're going to go back to here. And the first thing to do is to highlight this and also put the background color, which is gray. I'm going to go to Home. I will choose the color. I have this background. So from here now, what must we do? We will put education. So we're going to draw the line. I'm just going to use this line, copy this line, and paste it. But because now it must be in black, I'm going to undo it. I'm going to go to insert a new line. And the coloring, it's gonna be black, and they'll make it a little bit thicker. And if you look here, it's a work experience. So drag this work experience. I'm gonna zoom so I can see what I'm doing. So we just gonna copy this one too. Copy and then paste it. But the color, we're gonna change the color. I'm gonna go to Home, change the coloring to black, and then write work experience. Now, once you have work experience, you're gonna copy this, paste, and then change this color to black. We need to be inside. I can drop this. At the same way, I say look for the same work experience and include down here, which is mostly good insert, and then we can say online. We say work experience. Symbol. Now I have it, minimize it. Whenever any image always come bigger. I'll go to format, send, backward. Now you go to work experience. Now I'm gonna go manager, and then I can check where am I. I can say AYI, or maybe I can say I can change like this. I can say company here on top. I'm gonna put down here just to make it more simple to the one reading the CV. I'm gonna put it like this, and then I'm gonna pass this, and then here I'm gonna call title, and then I'm gonna put yes. So I'm gonna remove the company here. I'm just gonna say cut this. So the company, which is our currently working, it's African Youth Invention. I don't need this as a general manager. Then here I will talk about the year 2014 to current. So it's up to you. You can do whatever you want to. Duty and duty, managing company, and then I'm gonna go down here, and then also include this second company. That's the old company member work. Go this keeper and son. And I'm gonna say what total I work there. I work there as electrician technician. And which year, what year? I was 2011 to 2012. I can give a second job. I can go to the third job. Paste. Which other company I work? I can say I also work for DCD Marine. And which year? So I think from here you can understand what I'm trying to say. You can put all your duty pack nicely, or if you look at here, they did another way. They did like a preferred 22 connected. So this is a way they did it. So you can copy, you can do your own way. At least it's falling on the block. Here, if I have more experience, I can add more and more experience like this. I'll go to the second group. I'm gonna copy this all one, paste, and I'm gonna copy this, copy, and then one, paste, and also copy this and then paste. On here I will change this personally skill. Sometimes I can put a little bit inside here, but at the end of the design, we will hide those lines. At the moment, we will leave it because that's the guide for us to know where we're currently working. So you're gonna look for personal skill. I can just use this symbol. Back. I can just copy all this. Copy. Paste this one here. I'm gonna move this thing back. And they have two groups. So in order for me to have another group on this side, I can insert a text box. So I do now here, you go to insert and then insert the text box. And this text box will come here and click inside here because I give training courses. Here I can talk about what am I capable. I can give training. Website design, I can say design website. So now you give a details. Okay, I say website developer or video editor. I'm gonna come on this one too. Now I'm gonna go to board. What else can I do? I can also do marketing, digital marketing, and I can say also a writer. So you can continue talking about what you can do. Then I can part. Now you part this thing nicely. Once you part nicely, you make thing order. Unfortunately, my size are a little too small. I can make this a little bit bigger. I make bold. Also make this bold. Then we're gonna move this group. First, you can move this text box away and we'll bring it back. First, fix one side. Now, go inside. Sometimes with a small zoom, click here. Go inside and change the color of these two, of the file to blue, because we change. Just go to everyone, do the same thing. All you need to do is to so once you're done, okay, I'm gonna zoom down. Now if you've done for that, bring this one here. Make sure you pack them nicely. Move this back, and then click here and then hide the line. So just go to format shape and come here and say no line. Now copy one of these and then paste it. And when I have this size, so if they're too big, so what you can do, minimize this group. And because this is a text box, what you need to do, we need to remove the background. Otherwise, not show that the text box. Just click here, go to format, and go here, and then remove the background. Then we copy this, and then we'll paste it. We're gonna use the same thing on this side. Now that's you done for the second group, which is personally a profession skill. Now you go to education. We're gonna go to education. I'm gonna copy this, paste, put it here, copy. So from education, you put a symbol of education, and then you tap like I did here, master. Okay, on my view, I would prefer to use the same thing we did for here. Can just put, I can just copy this design, and then I will come here, paste them. So I'm gonna say institute, and then I'm gonna change this to maybe course, and I'm gonna change this to year. Okay, yeah. I can start. My last one was the UNISA and course BTech. 14, huh? 14, and then I can go here. This was CPUG. What that did, NG, National Diploma in Electrical Engineering. I hope this is finished 28 to 20. I think I finished 2011. So now this is how you pack your stuff. You can do. And you continue. If I study other way, maybe other trainings, I go to other certificate. But if let's say you have some other institutions, so you can also include one line trainings. I'm gonna go like to insert. No, I'm gonna go to a table. Now I must go to a table, and then you're gonna go to layout and set and the line where I can insert like trainings. If we did training, like I did some training, online training, so you can say trainings. But mostly training fall under education, so you don't need to put this title. You can just maybe put your, so we can just remove this line. Click the table, layout, and then you come here, move this line, and just say training. I can just tap whatever my training, everything, and then lastly, if you look at here, after education, they say proficiency. So based on what you're learning, so you can describe what kind of program you can use. Like on my case, I can say I can use a Premiere Pro, Photoshop, Illustrator, all the type of program you're using, all Office, Microsoft Office. I can come here, say, I'm gonna use symbol here, a dot here. So I'm going to Microsoft Office. Okay, I can go for the second one. Video editing, like Microsoft Office programs. Okay, this is a package. Microsoft Office program skill that you can, in the case that you want to put some on this side, just copy this text box you create or create a new text box. You click, you paste it here, and use it on the other side. If I look at here, I think the way they did their design, you have to write a program. So I prefer now I go back, not to say, I can say how good in Microsoft Office to rate them, and then you know copy this, rate, scale, and then come paste how good in Microsoft Office's programs. Some good on that. I can lecture it. So, and are good in adopt family. I'm also good on that. Copy and paste and continue. On book writing. Okay, so you can own maybe design, more program, HTML, everything, and then you rate yourself and finish. Now you can see we're almost the end of the CV. Once you've done everything, you will end up to have a nice thing. So the main point what on this video is for you to understand how to start and to finish a nice program by using a Microsoft Word, design a professional CV. There's a many way you can design a professional CV, but this is one of the way which I'll show you. I didn't finish properly, but you understand how I did the blog. The last thing you will do is to go to the table and then go to the table and click the table, go to home and then come here and say no border. Now the whole line of the table will disappear. If I press this one here, it's not gonna be a line on this, it's gonna disappear because you don't want people to see that use a table. Then if you look at my background, it shows that there will be some there. So what I can do, I can just go to design and apply this color, and I go to my background color and apply the color that I use, but that's too dark. I think I use this. You can also put another color just to give a nice design. Yeah, I will use a blue like this. It look nice. Yeah, I think I prefer like this. Now this is how your CV will look if you print them. On the bottom here, we can go more down, but you don't want to go to the second. Now to avoid this, what do you do? Apply the break page. I'm gonna go to insert to layout and apply the break page so that we don't have this issue of jumping to other place. So if I drag like this, it's not gonna go to the next page. I can also go to my margins and try to make my margin the bottom, more lesser than what I have, and then say okay. Say oh sorry. So that I'm gonna drag because I don't want to have this page. Now, the benefit for this CV is that as the world is changing, most company people want to apply the job, they receive thousands of CVs. So it's not good for you to send a CV that have more pages. It's give more work to the recruiter, and then the change allow for you for her to lose the job because as a recruiter, if you send me a CV, this CV it will make easy for me to read everything in one page because I can see by your work experience, I can see your information, I can see your image, I can see your experience, so I can decide faster. Compare if you give me like 3 pages, I must go like dragging. It's waste time. So the new CVs are designed in one page. So avoid to send a CV that have many pages. Always use a CV that have one page. Now what I will do now here, I will stop here and then I will show you the last final CV, how it's gonna look when I finish. At least now you understand all the procedure I did, and then from here you can take from here. So that was how can you design a professional CV. Once you're done, don't be in a rush. Look at your CV. If you look at my one here, These are not lined, so you can start lining your stuff. Okay, just you can line your stuff, must look neater and in order. Like you can see, I can put my line there, hold here, to make sure. Can you see these things are not aligned? So align this and then get everything accurate. The same thing with this, the sizes. Take your time because this is a CV. It's what gonna let the recruiter to recruit you. It will show how passionate you are, how good you are. So if it's not neat or it's mess, it shows that if they hire you, you will be a mess person in the company. But if you need properly done, it increases the chance for you to get a nice job, a job quickly, because your CV it's what represents to you before you get interview.
Start from scratch to the end. So that's the way, that's the aim of this video. So if you follow the instruction like when I was copy paste, and then you will have a CV like this. The only part I didn't, it's not discussed there is this part. All I did, I just move this thing up and then add the line and add identity, because you need to include the ID number, like a passport or ID number. It depends of if you're in a country, use the ID number. If in the overseas, you're living in different country, use a passport number. So you put your passport number, as you can see here, your ID or passport number, and then write my number here because this is the private, and then date of birth you can write also. Okay, so another way you can see here, most of the stuff I write on this CV, these are the real stuff of my life, some of the things I learned. That way I use example, so you can use different example, different way of doing. Please and do this over and over to get it very familiar. So after you finish this one, now you have idea and you can look at more design online to design something more better or more beautiful than this CV. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to watch the follow video, video 5, video 6.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh.